Time to earn my commission.
Edging forward.
Vital critical. Combatant scan.
I'm liking the enthusiasm you're bringing to the table.
Hey, you there. Got a minute? Hey, you there. I got a job that needs doing if you've got the time. It pays, of course. I need help finding some lost supplies. Well, I'll be. That's them, all right. Can I offer you a finder's fee for asset recovery? Great. And here is one standard miscellaneous Type 2 short-term contractor one-time assistance. The pleasure doing business with you. Thanks again for bringing back those boot parts.
Hey, we could use more go-getters like you.
You know what? You're all right.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over in Order territory.
Exactly where I wanted it. They act all high and mighty, but I give them 30 minutes before they cave and try it.
Devious and ingenious, sir. I'll have to remember this one.
I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge.
Liquidate them! Commander, you're bleeding! Medkit, coming in! Anyone else? Here, medic! Back in business. Medical pack out.
Thank you.
My aftermarket parts are dry. Aren't you worried that the Order ain't equipped to handle this war? And more importantly, what comes after?
You seem to have some misconceptions about the Order and how they operate, dear.
No, I don't think I do. They're so fixated on the numbers that they're blind to the real problems at their doorstep. Ain't no way you can say this is all going according to plan.
Our every action is calculated to the decimal point, weighed against all possible outcomes. We're in process. Don't judge us by our variables, but by our constants.
Had hoped that sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last pilgrimage. One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson.
Welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and/or merger. Sorry, time is bits, bits is time. Or are, that is.
Welcome, big spender.
Look at you, rocketing up the corporate ladder. Those Protectorate scum squeezed us good this time. I feel like a sprat of unusual size in a cage meant for miniature breeds.
It's long past time we go on the offensive. I've been authorized to offer a substantial bonus to the first squad that pushes through.
Sorry, ain't interested. Everything we've tried has been rebuffed. There's no good in a bonus you don't live long enough to spend.
You must be who Huguenot contracted to deal with our Protectorate dilemma. I'd rather have had the credit for delegating that work. But regardless, Antes owes you a thank you. We've talked enough. I've got paperwork needs filing.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Here I have you to thank for my transfer going through from Winter's Grasp. Wouldn't have happened if you hadn't reconnected our territory. Anyhow, I'm grateful. Not in a free goods and services way, mind you, but in a fondly appreciative manner. How might I help you? This'll only hurt about a lot. All better. Anything else you need? Yup, Auntie's Choice heals all ails. Not responsible for epidermal necrolysis, vanishing fingerprints, or immediate onset pernicious anemia.
I cannot believe how bloody cold this place is. I can literally see my words freeze before my face as I say them.
Ah, stop complaining. At least this ship's hull breaks the wind. Imagine how bad it would have been out here before this thing fell.
Okay, I suppose that's true. The one gracious thing the Protectorate has done for us is to shoot down our supply ship filled with munitions and rations.
The scrappers are getting closer and sniffing around at night. They give me the creeps.
I would rather have them scavenging than attacking us. So long as they stay over there, I say it's live and let me continue to draw a paycheck.
True, but that wreckage isn't going to hold their interest forever. Eventually, they're going to come over here and see what we have that's worth taking.
Welcome, distinguished consumer, to the front lines of Auntie's Choice. We hope you enjoy your time under our protection.
Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Word on the street is you're all fired goal-oriented.
You got my begrudging respect, so congratulations.
Scraps! Crew, go! Fight! Attack!
Medics seeking cover!
Take position so I can take the injury.
It's a brawl!
You ain't gonna believe, but I finds a terminal. Even works. Tells us where all good secret scraps Auntie hides. Passcode? Taps? What's passcode? Who put passcode on terminal for secret scraps? Ugh! This big waste my time. Thanks for nothing, Auntie.
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves.
Open! You listen, my hammer, and open!
Enemy in vicinity.
Knock, knock, bang, bang on your door like an old grandmother come visit with yummy foods. Gotta let her in so can loot all good things and scraps. Grandmother knows you got scraps stashed inside. Stupid dumb safe won't let old grandma in. You bad!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Look alive, Commander.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Raph's back in business.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Last now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die, and not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
Did you need something? May the plan favor...
Hey, need something? Well, suppose that's all my suspicions of the Earth Directorate confirmed, for all to see. Just didn't think we'd find actual evidence of them cutting a deal with the Protectorate. I feel a little bad for Ibarra, though. He's taking it about as well as I expected. Whatever he hoped to find in the Matriarch's tomb, surely it weren't that. It stings less now that they didn't help Tau Ceti. Guess there's a big difference between thinking they didn't care and realizing that they're just as corrupt as anyone else. Fine by me.
Adversary vulnerability. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Standing by to stupefy. Short on targets at the moment.
Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me. Well, the executives have their own codes specific to closing business deals and the like, but I ain't privy to it. I'd wager this is something similar. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.
On their weakness. Check your scope for combatants. You'll try to limit Protor Complicator at ready status.
Up and at 'em, Bob.
Medic, please! Thank you, dear.
What in the void? Law, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
At least Auntie's Choice had the good sense to leave the back door operational. Can't say I'm yearning to see what they've done with the place, though.
I just want answers. Let's go.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
That's assuming he'd care. I'd give that roughly a 1 out of 10 chance.
Ain't getting through that unscathed. Seriously, don't send me in there.
Eyes low. I spy a crawl space.
record to show that I have...
Terrible way to end the workday.
That these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair. Only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse, and... What was that? Stay back, creature! Blast that doctor for locking the gadget in the gun safe! This is when I need it!
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this clear disregard for life.
This is where we all nod and say it's humanity that are the real monsters.
What's... Hola, Ortiz? No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Uh-huh. Now I extra want to kill this scientist.
I had a notion of what I might encounter here. Test tubes, records, some graphs kept on ice, but not this. Law. My heart just about stopped when I saw him. I thought Ortiz had come back, gotten himself in trouble, but... No. This man, whoever he is, he's been dead for a time. Two weeks. Law. And he's just being kept here. Not even a proper burial, just treated like a thing. Void, damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me. That's not always true. Auntie's Choice isn't like what you see here. They cared for us on Tau Ceti. We were little more than chattel before they liberated us. Lifted us out of the muck. I'd call it breakage. That's what it was. I knew what would happen should anything go wrong. It made me a liability. It endangered my unit. I can't blame anyone else when I knowingly accepted the risks. But they gave me hope when I had nothing. If that was a lie, then where does that leave me? Suppose I've always known something to be true, though. If nobody's privy to what the powerful do behind closed doors, then they can do anything. It's folk like us who pay the price. All that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming. My aim's steady, if that's your concern. I'm sorry. I'll be fine once we breathe fresh air again. Just need this to be over. Ain't keen to chat, Commander. I gotta find that doctor.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face. Let me.
Confiscate your weapon.
Poor things. Been there.
Eyes up. I spy a vent. with me. I respect a creature that unapologetically knows what it wants, even as my stomach churns.
Ain't never seen a cysty pig move so fast in all my life. Big and terrifying. Getting past those ursopods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Looks like a fight.
Intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
I'd offer to bet on how this turns out, but I'm afraid the act might throw off my equations.
Wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursopod. Yet, here you are. What a show.
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are. What
exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot. Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions. He's some manner of executive. I don't know his name or official title, I swear. My orders came down the long, long chain of command. I'm only doing what I was told.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better. Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress? There is no research for you to take. I purposely did not keep meticulous records. You know how it is in a competitive industry. I cannot risk someone else taking credit for my work. It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. You see, I'm only here because I conceived of a device to keep my lungs operational. Without it, I'd be laying repose in an iron lung. This is just the start of what we may build. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that have been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
You jest. But I know many an executive who'd kill for such knowledge. I ain't want a thing to do with it.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want. I wish I could agree with you. But I have fallen in the esteem of others. The way the other soldiers looked at me after my procedure, I'll never forget it. Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No, no. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again? I appreciate that, Commander. But I still ain't so sure that's true. We've grown close, you and I. And you know full well I ain't keen to ask for help, but I can't afford a mistake. I could spare this doctor, explore this research's potential, but if I kill this man and exact retribution for Ortiz, I'll never know for sure what that research might have wrought. And if I do that, there'll be no going back for me, myself one of Auntie's own. Would I even want to? No, it's not. I was fooling myself thinking otherwise.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't shoot me! We were in the midst of negotiating!
I have no need for negotiating, Doctor. You brought this on yourself. Let's just take what we need and get out. I can't stand the sight of this place any longer. I need some time to think, Commander. We'll speak later, yeah?
We'll find time for a private word after the mission.
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help. This'll help the poor cub regain his faculties. Free. But without a mother, I can only wonder where he might go. Well, I hope he stands a chance. A real rotten piece of work, you know that? Fratricide. Think we should make for Fairfield for the grafting lab. This mechanical augmentation could be of use to me, to us, if we can get it installed on the shoulder. And maybe I can bend the doc's ear for a moment or two. If anyone can help me make sense of what happened with Rasmussen, it's her. I need answers. So how about it? Thank you, Commander. I apologize for having us run about like this, but I just ain't been feeling right since the lab. Like there's an itch just beneath the skin. I'm just hoping something will put me right again.
Yes, Commander. May the plan favor us.
Awaiting orders. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Do I detect a spot of muck on my armor? I shall make a note to cleanse that at my next. Speak freely.
Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time. The Order's really got some nerve, acting all superior over Auntie's choice. They mock us for our experiments, but here they are, drugging their own folk en masse. Ain't any different from us in the end. Though, guess it really goes to show the power of public relations, huh?
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so much. Maybe they ain't so awful. You ever ponder if they take you someplace better?
They'll take you someplace deader, that's for certain.
You know what these new Westport Protectorate folks need? A middle manager to focus their earning potential. It so happens I know a competent manager fighting to get back in the game.
Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well, this device is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future. But I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. Where did you find such a device, anyhow? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Never mind that. There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And... law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery. He most assuredly did not.
Ain't surprising. What's his name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc, with all due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, all I ask is that you remain safe. A terrible wrong has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise anything, Doc, but I'll try. Thank you for everything.
We got the intel we need, Commander. The Undisputed Claim's our destination. When we find Willard and stop this law-damned program in its tracks, Auntie's Choice will get what's coming to them.
Future's filled me with dread for so long, but now... can't believe I'm actually starting to be excited about what might come after all this is done. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might, end the universe. The other universe-ending thing. Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, To the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later. Inquire away. I may even respond. More than anyone alive, I suppose. Not that I agree with all of her stated conclusions. In our time at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, I gained many colleagues. But the work had cognitive demands. Let's say I possessed more associates than friends. She needn't have worried, though. I have recently come to appreciate personal connection. Theoretically. In a typically roundabout fashion, more or less. Not sure how she concluded that so quickly, but it was a reasonable hypothesis based on available data. I mean, of course I know who I am. Or that is, I know who I was. Who I am now is a work in progress. A revise and resubmit. May all our travails add to the equation.
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bend your ear a moment? Been doing some thinking about ending the grafting program for good. It's gotta happen. I just didn't think it would start this way. With me turning murderer. I didn't want to believe you about Auntie's choice. But you were right. Ain't no better than Spacer's choice. Making either of them see reason is an impossibility. Our overlords had a saying in Tau Ceti. If you got a rabid canid, you put it down before it maddens the whole pack. They used to say it about us workers, like we were the problem. It was terrifying. But now, I reckon I see some sense in that saying. Retribution never came for the folk at the top back then. But it certainly can now. Yeah, well, folk often have a change in perspective when they look evil in the face for the first time. I wonder if this is what Ortiz had in mind when he sent me that message. He trusted my judgment, knew I always aimed to do right by him and folk everywhere. But he also knew both of us had been lied to when we joined up. The notion that our taking extraordinary risks would pay dividends. Do you think he knew this would be the final straw? You're right on that account. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Suppose we're fixing to find out. Got something that needs doing, Commander? Sure. Got someone in mind? Fine by me.
If it ain't my favorite commander, just stopping by to chat, or...
Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here for my taste.
Such as?
Don't worry about the Sentinels. We'll kill them or die gloriously in the attempt. But we should try to survive long enough so that I can make Dagmar pay. You may hide your loyalty behind jests, but I know you'll sacrifice yourself if it means helping me. Even if I have to force you to.
Such as?